We'll see how to do puzzle solving. So I'm just choosing the survival mode. Okay. Okay, white just played rook e1. So we are just going to take it. Okay, this is easy. And back rank problem. So rook to d8. Okay, two pieces are the same rank. So we take. Okay, can take. Back rank problem. So rook to a1 and then rook e1. g6 we can take. Okay, so f2 is hanging. So queen takes f2. Okay, queen e2. Rook on the 7th rank. So I can take on f2, take. So it's pretty similar. Okay, this line is open, and also there is, okay, so we have the king's mobility is pretty limited, so I just push to h4. Okay, before we take, I think we can take here. This is mate. So back rank can go here. Okay, so the king line is cut off, so the king has only the h file, and we can enter there. So mate. Okay, two rooks are in the 7th rank. This bishop can come here, and the other bishop can come here. We can first chase the king to h7. So rook goes to e8, bishop f5 tempo, bishop e3 tempo. Okay. King's mobility is bad, so I just attack, and we can pin this. Trying to mate. Yeah. Okay, here the queen has to go here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, the queen has to go there. Rook g7, we can take. Takes. Okay, back rank. The only defender is the rook, so I just take it and then can enter there. Here g2 square, we have strong square, strong control with the knight, so we can go queen g6, trying to connect there, check, and then check, can take. That's fine. Okay, queen wants to go to h7. The attack is very strong, so knight can go to f6 and then queen h7. I can go queen f8. Okay, king side, the pawn is opened, so there is very good chance to attack here. Queen h4 can open knight g3 and then can take the rook. Okay, we can go knight g6, and then the king will come into a discovery attacking line, and then a double check would do here. Okay, can take on e6. Okay. So I think can take on f7 because the rook's coordination will be broken. So we can take on f7. So king has to come out, and then we have queen h5. Then we can take on e8. This works. Okay. So rook f7, but anyway, this knight can come to f3 anytime. So we can just take this and then take it. So knight can go to f3 and take the queen. Okay, this pawn is about to queen, but then king is going to come very near. Yeah, pawn push, king f3, again push. This is quite easy. Okay, there's a discovered check. So king's mobility is d7. We can go knight f6 and double check mate. So two rooks on the 7th rank, but we don't want two rooks on the 7th rank. We can get two rooks on the file because king has these two squares only. So we take check. Okay, this is an x-ray attack. Can go inside like take. Okay, so knight can come to d6. So normally if we go knight d6, they are going to play rook f8. So we can take here and then go knight d6 and can take this. Here the problem is with the king's mobility, no squares to go. So queen h3 mates. Well, knight takes d5, hitting the bishop on g5, and if they take on e7, the knight can come back. Okay, we can take. We can save the bishop by putting it here. Okay, so this f8 square is strong. So queen e6 and f7. Okay, there's a pin, so we can first take, then knight takes. We can take this, not a problem because king can come closer. h7, the pawn chain is broken. So knight f6 gives a very strong attack on h7, and we need to push the king further inside. Check, and then queen to h6. Take, take. Okay. If we go rook to d1, they will always come here. Right. Also, this is coordinated, and they have a very strong pawn, so we can use this pawn to create back rank problems, and then we can take. So take. Okay. So there's a very strong pawn 4 coming, but right now the queen is hanging, so we need to sort this. So can take on e3 and then can go d4, and then we can win the rook. But knight f6 is coming, so let's check this before we capture. Yeah, we can capture. Okay, there's a strong attack on the g file. The bishop can go to f3. So let's put it here. Okay, that was move, but maybe there was a better one. Okay, king's mobility. If we take, king is going to go to f4. So we can take this. We have the bishop to cover this line, and queen can take support from the pawn on g6. It's mating. Okay, this is a strong pin, and also there's a piece hanging here, so we can take this because we have f4. We can hold the bishop to e5, so just take it. Okay, so here both the kings are not good. This king is very bad, but white gets some strong pawn play, so we can open the king line. So pawn push, and one more tempo, we take it. Okay, the queen and the rook is in the same line, so rook can go to a4, and then we can take it. Okay, so black's king's mobility is not good. They have two queens and a bishop. The material is the material advantage is huge, but the mobility is really bad. So we want to attack the king in such a way where they won't be able to block. So we can probably go queen c3, because we can unlock this rook also at the right time. So first we will open this. Okay, so king is exposed. So the rook somehow wants to come to the g file. So I have to calculate like rook f6, planning to come to g6. Looks strong, so we'll give a try. No. So knight takes d4. The knight is not protected. So rook d1, and they would go c5, which would weaken the d5 square. So I think we can go rook d1. No. Okay, so let's analyze this. So we can learn something from this. So they took, okay, so the idea was to play, let me analyze this. So we don't want the analysis engine. Okay, knight d4. The idea was initially to play rook d1, and if they play c5, this square is getting weak. But however, this is wrong. We'll see why this is wrong. Because rook d1, they can hold with queen e5 without weakening the d5 square, and they can attack. So that's why it's wrong here. So knight d4, we have to win this square. So knight b5 should be the one, because knight b5, after that if they take with the pawn, we have queen d5, so we still get the d5 square. And if they take, I mean pawn b5 means queen d5. If knight b5, we can get the open file with the tempo. So this is quite strong. So this is okay. And let's analyze the other one. Okay, so rook f6 was tried here. After they took, rook f6 was tried here. Why rook f6 was wrong? Because queen g2, no, queen g2, we saw rook g6. Rook f6 looks actually strong, but it's not strong. Maybe they could shield the third rank with the rook coming to a3. So that could be the reason. So for instance, if I go here, they will play rook a3, and if rook g6, this rook is going to go to g3. So that is the reason we don't want to play that. Okay, so let's try this. Take. Rook f4 is stronger, because initially I thought queen g2 check would exchange the queen, but then this rook is again coming to g4 to block. So that was a simple one, but still we missed it. So rook g4. Okay. Okay, then we go to the another one. Okay, this one. This one, it looks bishop f3 is stronger, but then since these bishops are so powerful, and the mobility is bad, we can just go for a rook sacrifice. I just go for a rook sacrifice. I can play this. So knight b5, rook sacrifice. This is more forcing. Rook g1, and then we can take the, and then the bishop can go to f3. So this is very strong. Okay. So now can play a game. I'm sending an offer. Let's see, is anybody coming? Okay, it's taking more longer. Let's try the puzzle rush one more time. I'm putting the survival. Okay. Okay. So initially it's going to be very easy. All back rank. Take. Most of the time it will be back rank initially. Later it goes. So okay. So mobility is bad. So rook comes here. Free piece. Hanging b7. Back rank. Queen d1. h7 is hanging. Okay. So mate here. Queen a2. Queen takes e5. A discovery attack. This line is open, so king has only the h file, so rook goes there. Okay, king's mobility is bad, so we can basically take on c5. This is hanging, but at the same time this is hanging, so we can take, and then block with the bishop. Okay, since there is no knight on b8, also there's an open line, so we can go queen to a4 and then take on b4. Okay, so we are playing black here. So white king is here. Okay, so this rook can come below, so we can just push the king down, and then we can try rook a8. Okay, so this is a tricky one. Anyway, the first move is obvious because we have to take. They're also going to queen. We go push, and then the idea is to get their pieces in the same file. So queen g8 makes sense. So e5, we have rook h7 and knight e5. So which one to choose? Knight e5 hits the king and also covers the d7 square. So in the future the king won't be able to go to e8 and won't be able to get away to d7 even if it goes to e8. So knight takes e5 and queen g6 mates. Okay, so the queen is attacked, so we can go queen d2 and break this coordination. Just take and can take this. Okay, the bishop is attacked now, so we want to release this with the tempo, so we can go bishop d3. The point is, if they take, we take back with check. So the check makes the difference here. Takes and can go here. Okay, we can take support from the rook. So queen to f7, and then king's mobility is bad. Check. This is pinned, so pinned piece is very bad, and both these squares are in control. So we can go rook to f8, and then rook to c8. Here the king has no mobility once again, so rook to e1. Rook takes mate. We can push the king to the back rank and then try to mate here. So queen to e3, rook h1, and we can connect like this. Okay, this rook, these two rooks are coordinated, and we have to open the g file. So we can take on h6, that opens the g file. So we can take on h6. King can't go to g8 because rook g3 is coming. So one of the rook has to come here, and this breaks the coordination. So we take. Okay. So we can take this. It's a simple checkmate. Now the h file is open, and already the knight has strong control over there. So we can go queen to h3, trying to enter there. Okay, we can take. There's a check. We can move. This bishop is pinned, so we can just attack. They are blocking, so we can go f5. Before we capture this, we can take this. This knight is pinned. So since this knight is pinned, we are getting chance to go for rook d3, rook g3. So bishop h6. No, that was a mistake. Okay, so we can push. If we take bishop d8, rook to b8 pinning, and then they can play rook to d2. So this is tricky. So we can wait. Okay, we can take. They would take. We can pin. They have to go rook d2. Now the rook is connected there, so we need to break this coordination since they didn't clear the back rank. So we can put the knight to f5, and then we can cover to d4. The next move. This makes sense. So knight d4, and then we can take on d8. So we have d4, but then they are going to take knight d4. So first we will take on f3, and then push the pawn to d4. Okay, we can take. So g2, that's a free shot. Here too, it's an easy one. Queen takes h6. So we have a passed pawn. And the square in front of this is d8. So we are going to fight for that by playing queen f6. Okay, so we can take and then go rook to d8. I mean rook to c8. Take. So queen is attacked. We can release with a tempo. So queen a5, and then can take. Okay, we have to hurry up here. Push. Okay, here b2, f6, b7, f7. So what we do, we just take this first. push, push. Okay, so the pawns are even, but black has the advanced king. So advanced king is very useful, and there's an outside pass pawn. So we just give a check. Okay, that's a very bad one. Okay, we want to unlock this. Bishop to e6 and queen to c7. Queen takes. Okay, we can go knight takes and pawn push. Now we can stop. Okay, we can take this and then release this with a tempo. So g8, queens. Okay, queen to a6. King would come to d7. So I think can take. Okay, so we'll analyze this later. Bye for now.